Hi everyone, this is Nidhi Arora, editor CXNet.in. Today, I'm joined by Mr. Akhil Duggal, head of customer experience at Atomberg Technologies, and we'll be sharing how what molds customer experience at Atomberg and his view on the industry and the future innovations in customer experience. Akhil, I'll probably start with the questions now. Uh,
Thanks for being thanks for inviting me for the discussion.
Thank you. Now, just to begin, please share with us, your journey from, how you started and till now becoming the head of customer experience at Atomberg. What are the kind of key approaches that you have to bring about an ideal customer experience at Atomberg?
Right. So Nidhi, I started my stint with Atomberg in October 2019 as head of sales excellence, and there I worked in that stint for 2.5 years. We set up using digital and tech. We set up the entire ways of working for the sales and distribution, scaled up loyalty, streamlined some of the schemes and tertiary sellout, right? And once the team was set up, then I was asked to take up this new role and the new vertical which was being formed in Atomberg called customer experience, right? So it's been 19 odd months now, right? And from day one, the approach that we took, or rather, the vision of the founders was that each and every touch point of the customer with the brand should be seamless and top notch, right? With that thought process, we started and we took up right from our streamlining the after sales service touch points that the customer have with the brand to click to order for our website, right? The engagement that the customers are having with the brand on the social media, how we are taking up, and then the pre-sales bit, right, which acts as the first touch point uh, for the consumer. So all these four pieces we took up, and one by one we started streamlining so that we can deliver superior customer experience. That's in a nutshell.
Okay. And in terms of, customer experience philosophy, so are there any core values that are sort of guide the company's approach towards customer experience? Like, where does it all stems from?
Correct. So see, again, we were very clear that giving a superior customer experience will not be a responsibility or a KPI for one particular department or a function, right? Everybody, right from the procurement team to the design team to the product team, the sales and marketing, everybody has to keep customer first approach, right? Whatever we are doing, why we are doing, how it will benefit to the customer, will it really create a wow factor or not, right? So as small as thing in especially in fans, let's say nobody has bothered in unboxing experience, right? So if a customer is opening up a fan, what kind of experience he or she is having, right? And you would have seen a lot of people praising us social media organically, the kind of experience they have when they open up the fan, when they are trying to open up the fan. So that's the thought process that everybody has to keep a customer first approach in whatever they are doing, and that helped the entire organization going in that direction of delivering a superior customer experience.
Correct. And because your work is mostly tech driven, what are the major challenges that you face, and how do you look at these challenges in terms of overcoming them? What are
So
the
see,
problems?
correct. So see, tech definitely digital transformation. You say tech stack plays a very pivotal role, right? Because beyond a scale, beyond the things, you cannot manage things manually, right?
Right.
Customers are interacting from various different points. Somebody is trying to connect you from WhatsApp. Somebody is trying to connect you from phone. Somebody prefers email. Somebody says, "Ki if I have If I came and registered a complaint or a touch point on the website, from there it should be completely seamless without much manual interventions or follow-ups, right? So customers are demanding that wherever or whichever channel the a brand has opened up, that has to be top notch, right? And even customer comes back and say, why, for example, if you are not on WhatsApp, why you are not on WhatsApp, right? As small as that, because that's a kind of comfort a customer is seeking, right?
Correct.
So when we realize that now a scale has come and customers are already comparing a brand like Atomberg with possibly the best of the brands available, not only in our segment but across big appliances also, right? That's when we thought that we really need a holistic tech stack. We need a holistic approach that will bridge all the gaps that we have, right? And will start giving us the visibility of the entire interaction that the customer is having with the brand, right?
Okay.
So, for example, one of the important piece that we took up in the digital transformation bit was implementation of Salesforce for our pre-sales and post-sales. So we implemented the entire FSL stack of Salesforce, right? And right from when a customer is calling us, trying to connect with us, they are in their buying journey, they need a certain help or a support of a pre-sales team. So right from that, we are able to now monitor the connect with the customer, right? We know what kind of conversation, what kind of queries customer asked, whether it resulted into purchase or not. If yes, what kind of experience the customer had with the brand during the after sales service support. And that is giving us in a way the complete customer 360-degree visibility with the brand, right? And that's very helpful and meaningful, because now that data stack and now that information will help us connect with the customer for future categories, right? I know which all customers are very happy with the brand. I know which all customers are not happy with the brand. They are not happy with either the pre-sales touch point or the post-sales touch point, and how meaningfully I should connect with it instead of a plain vanilla spam that potentially every customer of a fan will become every customer of my future category, right? So now with having a visibility of the complete customer 360, we'll be equipped far better to connect more meaningfully with the customer. This is just an example of how we did in pre-sales and post-sales. Similarly, for our ORMPs, online reputation management, there were a lot of customers who were voicing out their opinion on various social media platforms, positively, negatively, neutral, right? And it was very important for us to connect with them meaningfully and within a desired timelines, right?
Yeah.
So that's when we implemented the ORM system. We have just implemented the ORM system, and now at least we are able to connect meaningfully with the customer. I know on what platform, uh, what what are the sentiments of the customer, what are the expectation of the customer. If some ingredients which have not been resolved, where they are escalating, what was the need that they had to go there, how can we resolve that in a manner which satisfies the customer. All those things are helping us big time.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, Akhil. I think that was very insightful. Taking forward, so one, you said that you've incorporated Salesforce to kind of, help with collecting enough information about customers and their journey. Are there any other tools that you would like to mention, maybe related to ORM now or anything else that
So
you?
definitely. So now, once a couple of more categories start contributing for us in a very near future, we are also evaluating MarTech, right, marketing technology, because when we have the entire customer 360 visibility, the example which I just gave, right? If we put that on a layer of MarTech, then we will be holistically be able to connect with a customer in a far better manner. A lot of data insights will start coming to us with respect to the engagement of the customer, how many times it engaged, what kind of scoring we had to allocate to the customer for, and how can we resonate better for future categories, right? So that will be an important piece that will take up in near future.
Now, Akhil, now we just spoke about how through the entire customer journey with Atomberg, you're collecting data at various touch points that the customer has with the organization. So when you get this kind of feedback, how do you kind of utilize it within the organization? So whether it was a positive feedback at a certain point or some kind of a grievance that might have come from the customer's end, how is it incorporated to enhance those services or make about or make improvements? Is there any specific feedback that you can share with us that brought about a major improvement or a change in terms of the process or product per se?
Correct, correct. That's a very valid and important question, Nidhi, because all this data gathering, data analysis, the insight, it has to flow back to the respective team for future course of correction, right? So that's what we are also doing. We are collecting the data. We are having a lot of CSAT and NPS. We are connecting. We are having one-to-one small group sessions with the customers to understand more about their experience at various stages, right? One small example, if I can just give, when we understood recently when a lot of customers were giving feedback on one of the particular specification of the product, right? And we saw a trend coming out of it. We acted very quickly and then we interacted with those customers. We went, we did, we took their time and did a in-house visit after their permission at their convenient time. Understood the data, involved the product team into that, and we ensured that that particular feedback is quantified and then reworked upon so that in the next lot of production or the next enhancement cycle, those gaps can be covered, right? So that is just one example. Similarly, we are doing at various touch point, right from maybe customer expectation of a new product or a new SKU or of a new color, right, or a new feature that they are expecting or they are seeing in other brands. So all of those things meaningfully we are connecting, and then with respective functions we are having one-to-one discussions to see that those things, if making a pattern and if really that makes business sense, they see the day of the light.
Great. Okay, that's kind of nice. So, with whatever experience you've had so far and the kind of way you're managing things at Atomberg, do you see any specific trends emerging in customer experience among whatever, like especially with social media? And you said there are multiple touch points. There's a website, there's an app, there's WhatsApp, of course, the social media, email. So, and these are just online, and there could be touch points physically, also physical touch points. So with all of this, what are the kinds of trends that you see that are emerging, and which are the most important ones among these that you think, as an industry per se, that one can pay attention to? Like there's a lot happening, but from among that lot, what are the significant ones? And from these trends, like the ones that you think are significant, how are you preparing your organization to adapt to these trends and make them work like from a strength to strength kind of a journey?
I'll take this in two parts. One is the first and foremost trend that nowadays across industries a lot of people are talking is a more personalized connect, right, with the customer. Personalization in the connect is something that is becoming a major and important trend. How meaningfully, how seamlessly, and with personalization are we able to connect with a customer, right? And with that, I mean with the kind of data points that we have, understanding them, and scientifically arriving at a point that whether or not a customer will be interested in the future categories or not, or when would be the point that will come that a customer may become engaged with us for future categories. How meaningfully and in a non-spam manner I can connect with the customer to ensure that they become brand evangelists, right? That is one. Second, again, easier said than done, is providing a unified experience across touchpoint, right? By that I mean the kind of experience or the kind of engagement a customer is having with us, with social interactions, with the D2C experience or marketplace experience. Can we deliver the same experience when the customer is going and trying to purchase or look a fan offline, right? Because offline is big for us. Offline is big for any national brand, right? Are my offline partners, are my offline touch points trained enough, knowledgeable enough, and are they giving that kind of experience to the walk-in customer, right, in their shops? Because it cannot happen that on social media and on online I'm the number one brand or most liked brand, and in offline the experience is not like that, right? So that has to go in tandem, and for that we are working very closely with the sales and marketing department, right, to ensure that we are able to give similar kind of experience during an offline visit also, right? So that customer in a true sense will feel, yeah, if wherever I'm connecting or looking at the brand, my experience is really top notch, right? So this would be one area that we'll have to take up once. That will take some time, but that's in one of the list to for as an area to be taken up.
Got it. So we've already, is there any other, apart from the various pre and post sales touch points and how you're taking care of customer experience in physical stores, is there anything else you want to highlight in terms of how you're ensuring consistency and quality with and bring about that balance in your online and offline touch points with the customers?
So see, online we have already discussed quite a bit. For offline, we are working very closely with the dealers and the retailers and their shop boys. So we strongly believe in enabling tertiary sellout for the retailers, right? Because if retailer is really able to sell the products without much efforts to the customer, then from there the entire cycle of secondary primary will keep on moving, right? And that's when we engage with we have an entire loyalty program for the electricians of the which are attached to the retailers, right? We keep on having small electrician meets wherein we engage with the electrician, we educate about the product, about the technology, how they can become our or voice of they can become our voice when they are engaging with the end customers. And that program is also working beautifully. We are working very closely with the shop boys, are the first touch point in a real manner for offline customers, right? Are they we are working on their capability building. We are working with them so that they, whenever anybody is coming for a BLDC or a smart fan or energy efficient fan, they should be able to confidently cater all the top 3, 4, 5 doubts that a customer has and help them in their buying journey. Something that we are able to do online. Similarly, we are trying to replicate that in offline by engaging with the shop boys and the electricians, which act as a first touch point.
So, in terms of, staff management and training and engaging the staff and, just communicating that aspect of value system of the organization to, the staff that actually deals with the customer, how do you kind of equip your employees in delivering outstanding customer experience? And what are the kind of training and development programs that the organization sort of take place to ensure that everything is as planned?
So again, there are 2 points. One is the after sales service, right? Whenever a customer is reaching out for any kind of after sales service support, that entire piece is automated with Salesforce. Practically, whenever customer registers a complaint via email, call, or from our website, from there on, everything is very streamlined and smooth. And with the help of these tech intervention, a very minimal interaction is there, or minimal follow up a customer has to do, because from there on the service partners and the technicians comes into picture, and they are able to seamlessly do their job primarily because of the training engagement and the tech stack. Second, coming to internal employees, internal sales team, how they are able to connect with these retailers for tertiary sellout. Again, that we have a capability team, sales capability team. We have done automation there also. Any
Okay.
new product feature, any new product USP, the trainings, the FAQs, uh, comparison between our and what competition is doing, what we are doing. All those are seamlessly captured in the form of small videos, small snippets, and PDFs, and that is we are sharing with the sales team from that automation bit, wherein they can absorb, understand meaningfully, and then further give the download to the electrician and shop boys. We have the same application or the same platform we have extended to the shop boys and retailers also, wherein we are able to see how and when they are consuming, how frequently they are consuming the content. What if, let's say, if a, video snippet was for 2 minutes, how
Hmm.
long did the video lasted, or what was how much consumption was made by the electrician or the shop boys, whether they have washed it fully, whether they have washed it partially. We are having gamification there also, so that it keeps them engaging, right? And we are working on their soft skills also, so that it's not only very product related also, but they also feel certain value out of it. So that's how we are doing things for offline.
Okay. That's actually very engrossing in the sense how a lot is happening between online and offline, I guess. With how you're dealing, managing with automation and the human touch point and everything. So, as a leader, Akhil, leading all of this for your employees at various levels, how do you kind of inspire, motivate your team to prioritize customer experience? Because experience is more or less cross functional. Sometimes it's the pre-sales team, sometimes the offline staff, and sometimes it's the sales guys, marketing guys. Everything has to sort of come together for customer experience. How do you as a leader kind of inspire them, keep everything, make sure that there's cohesive synergies between for the end customer? And if you could just share some, from your personal, how do you approach this, and what are the key practices that you might have that you just follow, that okay, these things are like sanctisanct?
So see, that's a very good question actually. Uh, I would say it's not very difficult because we have a very flat structure, right? And almost everybody is working with a sense that they are truly building something. And when you have that kind of a feeling working and contributing, then all of us come together. Whenever you have to drive a cross-functional thing, you have to align the respective leaders first, and then their teams. And people understand because again they know that they are contributing and they are building something great. That is something that really plays out well for us, right? And for CX as a vertical or as a team, I think everybody works with a feeling that truly this is once in a lifetime kind of an opportunity to build something great, right? And something exceptional, which maybe possibly very few brands are able to do, at least in India, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the scope is very good. Everything is in the right place for us. So it's a matter of execution.
So I like that. It's kind of you're keeping it simple and pretty much to the point in terms of the approach and keeping everyone involved. So I kind of understand that. Akhil, customer experience as a field, like as a field of, we didn't hear about customer experience heads and a customer experience vertical in organizations till about a few years back, and it's a relatively new term that we're coming across from maybe last couple of years or something. So in terms of people who kind of aspire to make their career as customer experience professionals, what would be your advice to them, maybe at how to start their career and then make sure that they kind of excel and reach the peak in the profession, what would you advise?
So see, you rightly said that very recently, at least in India, this customer experience bit has been picking up, except maybe some of the legacy companies which know the importance, or MNCs who are doing it for some time now, right? Largely in India, it is taking a shape now, primarily because now, as and when the disposable income is increasing, people have the buying power. People have multiple options in whatever they need to buy, right? Be it a 500 rupee thing or a 5 lakh rupee thing. The household incomes are increasing and people have a lot of options, right? Now they are seeking that if I am doing an investment, what kind of support from the brand I am getting? Is the brand there supporting me till the warranty period or even after that? Right, and genuinely giving me that experience from the product or the money that I have put in the product, and that is something that companies are realizing now, and that's where this is picking up. I'm yet to see any curriculum wherein this is being taught, because of the two things, primarily because it requires a lot of a digital transformation or a tech intervention. Secondly, you need some experience of how the business is working out. That experience you can get during maybe your early stint in sales, in marketing, or process excellence, sales transformation kind of a thing, right?
Okay.
But even after that, whenever one get a chance to work in the domain of customer experience, most important thing is you really need to spend a lot of time on the ground, a lot of time speaking or interacting with the customer, a lot of time with the team who's a touch point or a face of the brand with the customer, right? That's when you will start picking up the areas of improvement, what are the pain points, what is working out, what is not working out, and that's where you will get a lot of insight, what is it that I have to prioritize and improve for. You can have the
Right.
best of the system, but if, let's say, your technician is going and he is not representing the value of the brand, then there is no point. You can use the best of the system in the world, but customers should feel that it's a wow factor. So yeah, that's what I will say.
Great. Thank you, Akhil. Thank you so much for sharing your inputs. These, I think, there are a lot of very practical insights that you've shared that people can apply going forward, and just how you're managing things at Atomberg is truly inspiring. I was really excited to hear all of this. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you for inviting me for the discussion. I appreciate it.